It's food o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. I was in my local Iceland recently and I seen this and it made me chuckle. It made me kind of go, what a great little idea that is. It's by Twisted Foods, and they kind of like experiment with, well, let's look at this for argument's sake. They put a lasagna in a Yorkshire pudding. Some might see this and go, what a clever idea. Some might see this and go, that's completely ridiculous. I don't know what I think yet because I've not tried it. I picked it up because it put a little smile on my face. I thought, what would Auntie Bessie think? But, it serves one. It goes in the oven for 45 minutes. Preheat the oven, gas max 6 or 180 degrees Celsius. Remove out of packaging. Oh my goodness me. And remove out of packaging and film lid. Leave it in the foil tray. Place on a preheated baking tray near the middle of the oven for 45 minutes. Stand for 1 minute before stirring. Before serving, not stirring. As seen on social media. There it is. It was 3 of these Twisted products for £10. So that was £3.33. Or if you want to buy this on its own, it's going to cost you £4 on its own. Let's get rid of this film lid. It's all breaking up. It's never a good sign, is it, when all of the plastic... They're asking you to remove all of the plastic, but the plastic's breaking up. I will make sure. I used to know a guy called Fred, and he was insistent that... Well, he used to work in the Dow Corning chemical factory, and he used to produce plastics, and he was absolutely insistent that even a plastic bottle of milk, there's the smallest amount of, micro amounts of like oils and stuff making its way into the milk, even into a cold plastic bottle of milk. So he always said to me, I was a barman in a pub, and he used to come in for a pint. He said, I'm the only one left. He said the rest died of cancer, working in this plastic chemical factory. He said, why I'm alive, I don't know, he said, but I'm in my 80s and I'm still alive and whatnot. But he said, I always remove plastics, and I try and buy a glass bottle of milk if I can. So just make sure all your plastic's off your foil tray. I'm going to go stick this in the oven now for 45 minutes. There's a look at it. I'll be back. Right, this lasagna filled Yorkshire pudding is ready. Here it is. Let's, show you it first of all in the foil casing. Little bit stuck to the bottom. I always see the little bit stuck at the bottom as the prize, the piece that if you don't eat right away, it's going to go cold and it's going to stick and you're never going to get it off. So pull off that piece of prize first. Here it is. I mean, how much of it is Yorkshire pudding? That's the important thing. If I put a Yorkshire pudding in the oven for 45 minutes, a normal just on its own Yorkshire pudding, I'm pretty sure it'd be black. So they've used some wizardry here to make this Yorkshire pudding take 45 minutes in the oven, but it looks okay. I mean, look at it. There's your lasagna. It's piping hot. They've used some kind of crust on the top to, again, stop that burning. I think what I'm going to do is rip a piece of that Yorkshire pudding off the side. And first impressions, tasting. First impressions tasting Yorkshire pudding in pasta is that, yeah, like all of these things, it somehow works. It somehow works. It's actual lasagna. It's not messed about with lasagna. It's pretty tasty. The important thing about reviewing this is being able to get the... Maybe I should have got a knife, but getting that Yorkshire pudding, which we have here, with some of that beef, some of that cheese, some of that tomato. It's inventive. It's inventive and it's forward thinking. It really is. I mean, my only kind of criticism on this whole thing would be is I can't understand how they've managed to get the Yorkshire pudding to bake in an oven for 45 minutes already cooked. But I mean, whatever voodoo magic they've decided to use here, this Twisted Food Company, it's worked. It really has worked. It's definitely Yorkshire pudding. It's definitely lasagna. And it combines really well. It works really, really well. Now, I was skeptical. I was skeptical on this. I was thinking to myself, yeah, this is just a social media kind of marketing ploy by Iceland. But it might be. It might be a social media marketing ploy by Iceland. But you know what? Above all else, they've made sure it worked. Iceland have made sure, or Twisted, they've made sure that this works. As part of a 3 for 10 deal, I'm desperately trying to rip off some of that Yorkshire pudding because it's really good. But going back to my conversation, as part of a 3 for 10 deal, this is ace. This is ace. You can buy 3 of these. Cost you £3.33. It's definitely a meal. Couple of chips on the side, dip it in, happy days. Happy days. So I'm going to rate it. I have got it all over my hands, I do apologise. I'm going to finish this. It's not like I'm going to stop the review now and go, oh, you know, give this to the dog. I'm going to finish that. It's good. I like it. It's different. It's twisted. It's twisted. I like that enough to give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.